Hello, my loves, and welcome to my channel, Spiritual Insights Readings. I am actually doing for you guys today, pick a card. So this is going to mostly be how they feel about you on one hand and how you feel about them and what could possibly be some type of outcome or some type of remedy or whatever the case may be. So I have three different beautiful decks here, and I will pull from the tarot, and then there is a message from the spirit animal, and then you have a prayer card as well, as far as for guidance. Okay, I actually may clarify with the Lenormand deck, but now just concentrate and focus on the cards. So in this particular deck, this one has a beautiful amethyst on it, and the amethyst is mainly the power of sincerity and freedom from any harm. It also helps to open up your third eye and clarifies your spiritual visions. Okay, so this deck is with the amethyst. If this resonates a little bit more with you, or if you feel drawn to this deck, choose this deck. The second deck is going to be the rose quartz. And of course, this is basically part of the heart chakra. It heals emotions and it helps to transform relationships. Okay. And then the third deck I have here, this is the Morganite crystal. Okay. Its powers is unconditional love and forgiveness. Okay, so hopefully, that will help you make your choice as far as, how they feel about you and how you feel about them. Okay, so I will put timestamps on which decks take what time, and then we'll go forward from there. Okay, all right, let's get started. All right, so for those of you that chose the deck one with the amethyst, let's go ahead and take a look and see how they feel about you and how you feel about them in this particular deck. These cards have already been pre-shuffled. We have the spirit animal card right here that I will be looking at for the overall situation as far as what you need to do, and then of course today's prayer card as well. All right, okay, so let's go ahead and get these out. They've been pre-shuffled, but I'll just go ahead and do this shuffle again. So few cards. And there's like 17 in here, but they were whatever came out. So, all right, let's get started. And then what is the possible outcome? Okay. Okay. All right, and we'll pull those as some additional clarifiers. Okay, guys. Whew. So what's going on right now as far as what they're feeling about you? And again, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates, toss what doesn't. We have the sun in reverse. So for some of you, this person, your person, or if this someone is that, maybe you were with a while back, or you broke up, and, maybe there's things that are still going. You may be in communication, you may not be in communication, but this is showing the sun again, the sun in reverse. So at some point they felt like they could have a really great life with you. And for some reason, something happened and all of that changed. So along with temperance, having patience, they pretty much got impatient with the situation. But then again, they found themselves stuck because with the Chariot in reverse, they weren't sure exactly what to do or how to move forward. So they found themselves in a stuck place. At the end of the day, with the moon in the upright, they did find out that, I don't know if there was something that was happening in the relationship, but they found you very mysterious, or maybe they thought you were keeping secrets from them, or something came out that that was kind of settling or brewing, and it finally came out. It looks like with the Eight of Cups here, it looks like they are trying to move on, but at the same time, like I said, with the Chariot in the reverse, they feel like they're in a stuck place. Okay. How do you feel about them? You've got the Star in reverse. Okay. So I don't know, this could have been an Aquarius you were dealing with, but it could be any sign for that matter. But they thought that, or you thought that they, definitely could have been the one at one point. But I don't know, again, something happened to where the relationship was put on hold or put at a stop, or something happened. Okay. So this is the Star in reverse. The High Priestess is actually, wanting you to really face your feelings, your intuition, and kind of see and feel what's going on. I feel like a lot of you kind of know and are starting to get the thing as like, okay, I really got to, if you get that gut feeling, know that there's something, could be kind of hinky about the situation. So you did get the High Priestess because it is showing up. So, perhaps there was some type of truth that was coming out. You did get the Magician in reverse. Again, at one point, you thought this person was the star, the light of your life. But unfortunately, there was nothing. You felt powerless in the situation and, was unable to stop the inevitable as far as what happened. And then, of course, you got, like I said, the same thing. You got stuck, just as they were stuck as well with the Hangman in reverse. So I think there's a lot of stuck energy here with this particular relationship. Either you've moved on or you're still in it and kind of hanging on by a thread. So, but this is the Hangman. And then last, of course, you have the Seven of Pentacles. It almost kind of, and it's in reverse. It almost feels like with this Seven of Pentacles, this energy feels like it was, how can I put this? You were hard at work. You were really working hard on the relationship, but it made a turn into where you finally, almost it's like you gave up, and something again, something happened as far as why these are coming out this way. But don't lose faith in the situation. But for some reason, it feels like in this one you have, again, as far as the outcome, guys, Ace of Swords in the reverse. So at some point, you felt that the truth was going to come out, and I believe that with this Ace of Swords being in reverse, there was some truths that were revealed, but there were some things that were not liked as far as some things that was said. The Five of Swords, this can only, and it's actually in reverse as well. This relationship feels like it's not in its full victory, and there was some type of defeat that happened, but it's almost like you're tired and you're ready to give up. The Five of Wands shows me that there's still going to be petty arguments that's happening in this relationship if you're still in it. And it's also kind of cautioning you too to beware of, little petty arguments. Okay. You have the Page of Pentacles. The Justice card in the upright. And the Lovers. So honestly, and at the bottom, is the Devil, but the Devil is in reverse. So what this is telling me, if you truly walk away from this situation, that you're going to get what you want. You have the Page of Pentacles coming in. So this is possibly the start of a new love relationship. You have the Lovers here as well. So there's someone on the way. And also Justice is, you're going to get exactly what you deserve. So be mindful of that, and you can grow on this. And I feel like this is going to be something very passionate, or because the Devil is here, but the Devil is in reverse, but it may take a little bit time to grow on you. So if it was in the upright, I would say, very hot and steamy from the beginning. But I think that this would be more of something you getting to really know this person first, especially, with the Justice card being here and the Page of Pentacles, and then of course the Lovers. But you got the Devil in reverse, very passionate energy, but it's going to be kind of slow moving. Okay. So guys, that's what I have for this particular reading. If you chose the Amethyst. So, I think what it says, the power of sincerity and freedom from harm. So use your intuition in your situations, and to help you clarify, what's going on with you in the spiritual realm. Okay. All right. And the card that was chosen was the Parrot for the spirit animal. And what does the spirit animal have to say? The Parrot. It says, let sunshine revitalize your soul and color transform your world. So I think this is the opportunity for opening, or, being open to something new coming into your life. So just be mindful of that. And I think that, this encouragement can really help you, especially, like I said, you definitely have something new coming in, because everything here was resonating as far as it just does not look like it's going to work out at this point. So the Parrot is calling in for your strength to, like I said, let your sunshine revitalize your soul and color transform your world. So take a step out there, take a leap of faith, and get into the spirit of the Parrot. So someone wants to screenshot that. I think that's a beautiful card. And of course, your prayer follow-up as far as today's prayer. And this one, of course, it's so fitting. It says, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever should believe in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. And of course, that's John 3:16. So just know that God's got your back. Believe in him, pray more often, and know that he is going to send someone for you, because he says that he loves you. Okay. All right, guys, that's the end for deck number 1. Okay. Hi guys. So if you pick deck number 2 with the rose quartz, again, this is the stone of unconditional love, helps to heal and transform relationships and emotions, okay? So let's see what we have for deck number 2. Okay. It bends. It's hard to shuffle these. I actually pre-shuffled them. Okay. Okay, let's see what's going on. That's how they feel about you. How you feel about them, and what the possible outcome may be. And I have 4 clarifiers here that we'll take a look at here in just a moment. Okay, so how they feel about you. There's the 2 of Pentacles, and it is in the reverse. So at some point, I think that they were trying to balance a lot of things. And it could have been between, balancing with you and with work and other projects that they were taking on. And it was almost like they were losing their focus as far as what was going on in the relationship. They do feel like they, that there's a lot of stability in the relationship. There's, there could be something that's, that they can hold on to because they feel that, you are pretty much a God's given gift, and his, blessings are upon you, and, blessed in a, a financial sense with this particular union. Now, at some point, they did have feelings of being left out in the cold with this 5 of Pentacles. So at some point, they felt like, hey, what's going on? What's the situation? And I feel like they were kind of tired of waiting. Oh, wow. Yep. And there's the Temperance card right there in reverse. So they were kind of tired of waiting as far as what was going on. But, they did try to balance everything. But the waiting, they felt very impatient because the Temperance card is here in reverse. They do feel like that, at some point, when you guys did have small arguments, that you were able to overcome these, small arguments, or, being in something to where it was very petty. I hear the word very petty. But they feel like now it's being controlled. Things are being controlled in the relationship, which is good. Okay. How you feel about them? Wow. The 5 of Swords actually came up in the reverse. So the 5 of Swords came up in the reverse. And this is, this is basically walking away, from whatever this particular argument or battle was. Because at some point you felt like, okay, oh my goodness, when is this going to end? When is this going to be done, as far as like the little small arguments? But I believe that, that's being dropped, and, things are being left to where they need to be left out at. You did get the Chariot in reverse. So I think that you're having a, hard time, moving on. I think this is, I think that, would usually move forward in this particular situation. But at the same time, because this card is in the reverse, you may feel like there may be some opposite things that are going on, and trying to figure out how you can get them fixed. And looking at these two options here. Okay, well, here's my options, but at the same time I want to move forward, but I'm feeling stuck. So you may be conflicted there. The moon in reverse talks about something that truth or something was revealed that came out in this particular situation. Yep, it's exactly, yep. The truth was revealed. Somebody kind of cut through all of the nonsense that was going on, and you basically put your foot down and wanted to come to a conclusion on this, is saying, okay, hey, either we're going to do this or we're not. So any secrets that were being held, those have been revealed, and no more secrets. I feel like at one point in time, because I have this page of swords here, and usually I call this my spy card, but it did come in reverse. So I think at one point when things were on the rocky side, maybe you were spying or looking at their social media, trying to find out, what was going on, and, trying to come to the head of the situation. Okay. That's why I said that came in reverse. So I feel like at one point in time that was going on, but at this point, would you, throwing down the swords and say, okay, no more. I'm either going to do this or I'm not. Okay, and the possible income is the Six of Pentacles in the upright, the Seven of Pentacles in the upright, and the Page of Wands in the reverse. So what I see here, I feel like you guys still want to work at this relationship. Neither of you are ready to move on. I think that this is something that's very salvageable, because I feel like, there is love in this relationship. But sometimes your frustrations can get in the way. But I feel like, they definitely want to have, some type of new start, or to where they can get things going again. Okay. And those were in the upright. And then the Page of Wands is here. This can kind of represent someone moving away, or I don't know if you guys were planning on either moving in together or deciding to move out, or you're traveling somewhere together. Those could be a couple different possibilities. But for some reason, those things have actually been put on hold. So, and it may be a good thing, because this may be a caution to just, like I said, look over the situation and wait. I do feel like there is love here in this particular reading for the pick number 2. And I think that it's just going to take a little bit of time for stability. So let's see what the clarifiers are. Yep. And at the bottom of the deck, okay, is the Six of Swords. Okay. Yeah, you guys are really in your head about the situation. At some point, yes, you were thinking about leaving and just moving on from this particular relationship. But at the same time, again, tired of the petty arguments, the little small stuff. It's almost like the energy, okay, hey guys, you need to just drop it. Kiss and make up, because this is what I'm feeling. The Seven of Swords energy can be someone that's kind of sneaky, but at the same time, they're making a move. They're making a run for it. They're making a run for the hills. And then, of course, this is petty arguments going on. Just little stuff all around you. And I hear that, other people having influences on your relationships as well. So that's, you can either listen to it or you can forget about it. Guys, you got the Death card in reverse. So I just don't feel like neither are you going to be moving forward because, or, moving, ahead without each other. I think this is something that you can work out, that it can be salvaged here. But with the Six of Cups being in the upright position, there is a possibility of that you guys may come into these types of troubled waters again. The thing is, if you really love someone, and like I said, this came under the rose quartz, it's about the unconditional love, healing your emotions and transforming those relationships. So I think that it's very fitting with this particular energy of the rose quartz. So keep that in mind, guys. I think there's something here. I really do. But you have to know and believe that it's okay. Little petty arguments are going to come, but you have to be able to overcome them. All right. Here is the spirit animal card. Oh, wow. And you guys got the bee. What did I tell you? You have to work at this. You have to work at this relationship. It says hard work is rewarded with responsibility and a sweetness that is shared. How beautiful. This actually coincides with this reading. I've been telling people these cards are so beautiful. If you want to screenshot that is beautiful. But again, hard work is rewarded. So this is a relationship. What I'm showing here, you're going to have to work at this. If that's something that if it's something that you really want, if it's someone that you really genuinely care about, you've got to work at it. Okay. So keep that in mind, especially with the bee here. It's somebody working hard. You've got to work hard to keep this relationship going. And your today's prayer for advice is, she is more precious than rubies. Proverbs 3:15. Wow. So this is just saying, treat your partner with respect and honor. And again, I really think that everything kind of works out in the end, but you've got to decide on what it is that you want to do. I love this card. This is beautiful. Got to work hard on that relationship, guys. Okay, thanks so much. Okay, so excuse me, if you chose deck number 3. This is the Morganite, and again, its powers are for unconditional love and forgiveness, okay? So let's see what the cards have to say. And I will be pulling some clarifiers as well, and or just kind of see what's going on, what we come out with. I had already actually pre-shuffled these cards, but okay. Let's see. Okay, this is how they feel about you. Is how you feel about them. And don't worry if you can't see it good. I will hold up the cards. Okay. Let's see what the clarifiers are in just a moment. Okay. Ooh. Goodness. Okay. How they feel about you, they actually have the Fool. And the Fool is in the upright. The Two of Wands in the reverse. The Tower in the upright. The Emperor in the upright. And the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Okay, guys. What this is jumping out to me, this is saying this person really does have strong feelings for you. They are constantly wanting to take a leap of faith with you and just go all out. I feel like at some point, you know, they were looking at, you know, the possibility if they did, you know, go away or left the situation. But the love is actually really strong here, is what I'm feeling. They did get the tower. So at some point in time, I feel like they may have felt that things were very harsh and strong, or maybe you were harsh and you were strong, and there was some type of argument or something that may have happened in the relationship. So they became a little bit cold to the situation because the emperor is here, and they moved away from trying to self-sabotage the relationship and being in their head about in the moment, because this is the Eight of Swords in reverse. Usually this person is constantly wrapped up in their heads and will usually mess something up, almost guaranteed, because of their overthinking. So if I feel like they moved away from this because it is in the reverse, and they were trying to not self-sabotage the relationship. Okay. How you feel about them? Oh gosh, I don't know where this this energy is. This is kind of weird. Hang on a second, guys. Okay. My stuff wants to move around on me, and I was like, no, you gotta stay right there. Okay. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so the Nine of Wands. You have this Nine of Wands in energy. This is mostly talking about, you know, there's last minute challenges. So I felt like there was something that was always, you know, going on as something, you know, but you've come a long way, and you're really determined not to give up or give in on this relationship. At some point in time, you did feel like you were kind of stabbed in the back. I don't know what happened. Something may have happened, and something with Ari in the relationship. But here it is right here. You feel like this person may have stabbed you in the back. The Ace of Wands is here, and it's calling, you know, for some real, you know, passion, or, you know, something that is real. But at the same time, this particular wand is in the reverse, guys. So there was some really strong feelings here about this, you know, person, you know, and you really wanted to make the right journey with them, and go, you know, the sparks of a new relationship. But for some reason, you started to feel like all of that was a facade. And you kind of lost just a little bit of the passion that you had for the person. And here it is right here, the Chariot. And the Chariot actually came in reverse as well. So you lost a little bit of passion. I think it was because you felt stabbed in the back. And you really didn't choose to move forward in a whole lot of things. I felt like there was some decisions that had to be made, especially with the two horses here. But you didn't, you know, try to push or move forward in an aggressive way. The High Priestess is here as well, guys, but this High Priestess is in reverse. So what this tells me is that you haven't been using your full intuition about the situation. You know, whatever the gut feeling is that you had, you would overlook that, or, you know, something happened, you look at it and say, well, no, what, you know, that's not the case. But you have to use your intuition and use those gut feelings. God gave us those intuitions, you know, for a reason. It's, it's our detector. It's our detector that's built in, that's already built in us. And you have to use that. You have to use that energy. The King of Swords is coming in, but it's coming in reverse. So I think that both of you, it's almost like you guys are scared to communicate to one another what the true feelings are. And you have to be able to get this out. Both of you are in your heads about the situation. You're having a lot of anxiety. This is not, where you want to be in this relationship. So you've got to, use the power of the Morganite here, the unconditional love and forgiveness. So, if something happened, just really get together with your partner. Gosh, I'm trying to send you guys a different type of energy here, but you've got to stay out of your head. It's almost like the situation is going to make you crazy if the problem is not resolved. You've got to talk things out, because I feel like this person, they do love you. Now you guys have had some moments, but at the same time, you both are in your heads about the situation. Okay. And then, of course, you have the devil in reverse. So with the devil being in reverse, again, a lot of the passion is gone. You lost some of the passion, and it was the same thing as how you felt about the situation or the person at hand. So some of this, you guys are losing your passion, but you can gain that back. You have to have unconditional love and forgiveness. So I think this was paired up properly. Let's see what the spirit animal has to say as far as the card that you got. Okay. Ooh, you got the mouse. That's a funny looking creature. And if I saw one in person, I'd run and scream. But the mouse is here for a reason. And I tell you, it resonates exactly with your reading. So let me tell you what it says. It says, be persistent and incisive, and all obstacles will be overcome. All obstacles will be overcome. So take the spirit on of the mouse, okay? All of the obstacles will be overcome. You've just got to believe it. This looks like this relationship can be salvaged. You've just got to, be mindful and think like the mouse. All of the obstacles can be overcome, and be persistent and incisive, meaning, whatever decisions you make them together as a couple. Okay. And your prayer card for today's prayer is, we can make our plans, but the Lord determines our steps. Proverbs 16:19. Wow. This is absolutely awesome. So God is going to help you every step of the way. He's going to determine the steps. Okay? Guys, let me look at these clarifiers and just put these here as well. The Three of Pentacles, the World, the King of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. So guys, this actually resonates with your reading, because all four of these cards, I don't know what's going on. All four of these cards came in the reverse. So, but there is hope in this situation. We kind of talked about, there's a lot of emotion there, but the emotion, if I feel like at some point that you guys were giving up, but you have to get back in there and work on it. The world is here, but it's in reverse. So things are going, but they're going to move at a slow pace because you have to work on it. Okay. And then, of course, the bottom of the deck is, you've got to get to the Nine of Cups. This is where you want to be with this person. But because it's in the reverse, it's going to take you guys time to get there. So if this is something that you definitely want to stick with, like I said, Use the intuition of the mouse. Be persistent. You know, any obstacles will be overcome. Okay? 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 All right, guys. Well, listen, that's your reading for the pick a card, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.